Hey guys, this is Maya from Trade Labs, and in today's video we're gonna do a final recap for this week about the gold forex trading market and what happened in today's charts. Now, what I'm looking at right now is actually quite surprising, and I cannot believe we are actually going through this again. So if you're curious to see what I'm talking about and what happened in the gold forex trading market, what was my setup for today, and what exactly was the potential of today's charts, then stick around and let's jump right into those charts. Welcome back guys, this is Maya from Trade Labs, and like I mentioned in the intro, today we're going to do a final recap for today's gold forex trading market for this week, where we have gold actually surprising us with some really bold move. Now today definitely the bulls have won the game, but the details of the chart exactly and the actual movement, the market movement, is actually surprising. So I cannot wait to show you guys what happened in today's charts, to unpack those details and share with you my top tips and tricks on how I'm looking at the charts, what I am noticing when I'm looking at the gold forex trading market, and what are the most important things to note whenever you are trading gold forex. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Okay, so what you're seeing on screen right now, this is the momentum trading indicator, which is very kindly and very usefully presenting to you the gold forex trading market chart for today. And if you remember from yesterday's video, we definitely had a really bullish starting point of a trend change. Just around here, this is the actual trend that we discussed in yesterday's videos. If you're curious about the actual potential behind this particular trade, then go into watching the previous video. But you can see, as we said yesterday, gold has been starting to go up for some reason. And we are now looking at this little trade here, and I'm saying little just in quotation mark. This trade actually hasn't stopped. So the gold forex trading market currently is on a bullish trend, which doesn't seem to stop anytime soon. Now, the momentum trading indicator, as you can see, is clearly notifying you of the starting point of a trend change, which is what I'm highlighting here in the yellow box or the golden box, because we are looking at the gold forex trading market. But definitely this is an indicator which is really useful to predict the direction of the market and the market movement, the market changes, and everything that you need to know in terms of details so you can make confident decisions in trading gold forex trading market. Now, as you can see, you have some red and some green areas or shapes. These represent the direction of the market and how the market is actually going in terms of volumes, in terms of direction. It's really good at predicting that and showing you in a clear, very concise way, so you can just have a short look at this chart and you already know what's going on and what are your decisions that you need to take. If you can jump in on the trend, if you can't, it's just basically everything is here. Now, coming back to the actual specific of this particular trend that we are looking at, this is where the momentum trading indicator has notified us this morning at 10 to 9 o'clock Eastern time that the gold forex trading market is starting to go on a bullish trend. And boy, did it go on a bullish trend. I mean, look at this now. It's 3 o'clock and this trend hasn't stopped yet. I really hope it's gonna go all the way until the next market day, but let's see how that develops. Anyway, in order to understand the actual potential behind this trend, you already know from my previous videos how we are actually going through these trends. And the first thing that we would need to look at in order to take the decision if you are going to jump in or not is to actually verify and trade in your safety points. And by that I mean you need to find your stop loss. My stop loss usually starts, or I'm placing my stop loss just at the beginning of the starting point of the trend change, which would be somewhere around here. As you can see, my stop loss would be placed just a couple of pips lower than the actual starting point of the trend change, which I will drag out just for the visibility purposes, let's say. So definitely, as long as the market doesn't come back down and crosses my stop loss, then I'm safe. If we were to consider the full potential of this trade that we have here, so basically what could have any trader that could have potentially jumped in and took this trend, what would have been their full potential? And by that we need to find the highest and lowest starting points or price points, let's say, and consider those. Right now we do have a lowest points, we don't have a top highest points because the actual market hasn't stopped, it's still on an ongoing bullish trend. However, we can take the, let's say, most recent highest one. The lowest point would be roughly around here at a price point of 1850, and it went all the way up at the highest point, which we currently can see right now at 1871. Now, if you do the math behind these two, you are left with a staggering 21 potential points. In order to get your pips, you need to multiply the number of points that you have with 100, and those would be your pips. Now, in our case, we have 21 points times 100 and gives you a really powerful potential of 2,100 pips in the gold forex trading market in one trend over 6 hours. And it hasn't stopped yet. That being said, you guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you found it useful, informative, and really beneficial for you to understand what are the, let's say, most important points that I'm looking whenever I'm looking at the charts, just catches my eyes, because based on these, let's say, safety points or important points, I'm taking my decisions in the trading market and how I'm looking at the gold forex trading market in general. Especially in the gold forex trading market, which is a bit more trickier to handle if you don't know what you're doing, or if you don't have something like the momentum trading indicator to pretty much serve you on a plate with all the information that you need in order to make your trades. Speaking of which, if you'd like to try our new trend trading indicator, then click the link below and sign up for a free trial. That being said, I really hope you enjoyed today's video, you guys, and found it informative and really good for you and your trading skills. If you did, then don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and if you're not already, please consider subscribing by clicking on the subscribe button down below. That's it from me today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.